What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Monster Bass channel. My name is Alex Epperson and I go by Oklahoma's Worst Angler. There's the link for my channel down below. Shameless plug. But we're not here to talk about me today. What we're here to talk about today is my second favorite version of topwater fishing. Now, my first favorite is definitely frogging. And Burley, he came in and he did an awesome, fantastic video about frogging. If you haven't seen it yet, check on the Monster Bass channel to watch that. But what we're talking about today are poppers. Now, I got two of my favorite poppers right here, but we're not going to be talking about these, okay? I'm going to mention these ones, but what we're talking about today is the Bass Hick Big Anthony that came in the August Topwater Takeover box from Monster Bass. Now, the Big Anthony, I haven't even taken this out yet. This is brand new in the box, all right? Big Anthony has got a fantastic paint job. Look at this guy. He is white, chartreuse on the head, a little bit of orange under the belly around the mouth with some red flake in there. This little popper looks absolutely killer, okay? Now, poppers are my second favorite, like I said, second favorite version of topwater fishing. I really love frogging. I love poppers. Now, I want to talk about the popper that really kind of got me into it, and that was the the Monster Bass Mad Max. Now, this guy right here, take a look at him. He is ate up. He is chewed up. This one in particular, this little sexy shad pattern on this Mad Max popper was one that I took out and just absolutely destroyed some sand bass on. I actually had to replace the front treble hooks. I got some Mustad triple grips on the front treble right there. But there was a day that I caught over 100 sand bass on just this guy right here. Poppers are an extremely effective way of getting topwater activity and topwater bites. Now, frogging, while it is my favorite, is not quite as versatile as a popper. I don't think, this is my opinion, guys, so don't get mad at Monster Bass, get mad at me. I don't think that there is a more versatile style of topwater bait than a popper. A popper that you can take out and you can walk like a spook. You can work it just like a walking bait. Or another one that you can work just like a frog. Not the same spots as a frog all the time. Thick grass, now submerged grass, you're golden. Pads, not near as much. But these are a bait that you can take out and you can hit open water. You can hit along grass lines. You can hit in some really grassy areas with poppers. You can walk them. You can pop them. You can pause them. You can do whatever you want with these guys right here. But these are my absolute favorite. Now, because like I said, I haven't even thrown the Mega Bass or the Bass Hick. I'm all caught up on words here. The Bass Hick Big Anthony yet. We're actually going to go out and we're going to throw it today. So I'm going to tie it on here and I'm going to talk a little bit about the hardware that I like to use when I'm throwing a popper. So when I'm throwing a popper, I generally like to throw it on like a monofilament or a braid. I don't like copolymer near as much. Copolymer is kind of in that in-between between monofilament and fluorocarbon. It does sink a little bit, and I have noticed, especially when I was throwing the Mega Bass Pop Max, this guy right here being a bigger profile, a little heavier, even throwing 12-pound copolymer, I found that it would sink just a little bit. That line, if you're not working it fast enough, will sink. So that's why I like monofilament, and that's why I like braid. Now, not everybody is able to go out and have two dedicated topwater setups, two or more, okay? So if you have one setup, one to rule them all when it comes to topwater, your spooks, your poppers, frogs, crawling baits, anything like that, I'm going to recommend that you throw it on braid, okay? Now, the pound of braid is really dependent on where you're fishing and the region that you're fishing, okay? Guys up north, fishing not near as much, vegetation or, thick pads, thick grass, stuff like that, probably aren't going to need as heavy a pound of braid as, say, the guys down south, okay? I like 50 pound. I've found that 50 pound braid is my sweet spot when it comes to braid. That's what I've caught all my frog fish on, and that's what I throw on my poppers if I'm not throwing it on like a monofilament. So what I've got right here is 50 pound braid. I've got it on a heavy power rod with a fast action tip. Now, this is the favorite from Whitebird, or the Whitebird from Favorite. I'm getting all twisted up here. Guys, let's take a second. Let's compose ourselves. Let's have a little bit of Monster for Monster Bass, okay? Don't copyright strike me. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. All right, so I got the Whitebird from Favorite. Now, the reason I like the Whitebird from Favorite, I probably shouldn't even talk about this, but I'm going to. This is your heavy power. It is a fast action. Now, this rod in particular has much more soft tip. So what I like about this rod in particular, having that softer tip, when it comes to treble baits, you're not going to want a super fast action, okay? Because when that rod loads, it's going to snap back even faster, being a fast or an extra fast action. So your moderate fast to moderate, it depends on the power of the rod. But this guy in particular, the Whitebird, it's a pretty soft tip compared to, say, you know, your typical fast action. So we're going to tie this guy on right here, and we're going to go out to a pond, and we're going to throw it really quick. The reel I got on here, just an SLX. This is my 8-2 gear ratio. Now talking about, let's kind of go back and talk about a setup to rule Topwater. 7 gear and up on your gear ratio. That's it. Some guys will battle and say that you need faster than 7 gear. I don't believe so. I've got an 8-2 on here because I do throw more frogs than anything right now during the summer. We're switching over. Frogs are about to be put away, and I'm about to be pulling out all my poppers here. But let's compare these two really quick. The Big Anthony compared to the Pop Max. The profile on the Big Anthony is much smaller. This, I think, is going to get a lot more bites in particular because this is much smaller, more of a baitfish profile. Clear water, stained water, that chartreuse head with that little orange on the belly right there, this is going to get their attention. So, enough talking. Let's get out to a pond and let's go fishing. All right, guys, we are heading out to a little pond. I haven't been to this pond in probably a year and a half, and I'm very unsure of the condition it's going to be in. We've had a lot of rain, a lot of changes around these neighborhoods. I do not know. Wow. There used to be really tall grass over here, and it has all been cut down. It looks like a lot of it has been cut down, a lot of the grass. Water looks good though, but yeah, this is pretty wild. It does not look near the same that it used to. Water looks a little more clear. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, but we're gonna toss this old bass hick Big Anthony in there and see if we can get a couple of bites. All right, Big Anthony on deck. Now, it is not ideal fishing time of the day at all. Wow. Okay, there's still fish in here. Catfish or carp, I'm betting. Not ideal time of the day to be fishing. It's middle of the afternoon. Got a little cool last night, so hopefully that kind of helps out. Got overcast finally. Went fishing the other day and had nothing but bluebird skies. Big Anthony walks pretty well. He's got a short little twitch walk to him. Let's try popping. Good little pop to him. Nice little splash. Kind of subtle splash. Probably due to that little bit of smaller mouth. Bait fish that we see in here, that I'm seeing right now. Looks like quite a bit of fry and some baby bluegill. So this, up along that bank line there, we're gonna work them just a little more subtle. The thing with throwing braid and a popper is you can't sit there and pop it too hard. You pop it too hard, and then what it can do at times is it'll jump out of the water. Oh, look at that. We're on already. That's why you like a fast or a little softer tip. That's a good fish. What in the world? What in the world? That's a catfish. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? This is why I'm Oklahoma's worst angler. Golly, I thought you were a good fish. Turns out you were. All right, pal. Slimy bugger. Took a bit of a dip in the grass, but going back. Yeah, slimy Blech. Catfish. Love catching catfish. Hate handling them. That was unexpected. Like I said, I thought there might be some catfish in here. I saw a swirl behind a little Big Anthony there and just kind of stopped it. Thing about poppers, work them a little more subtle. Change your cadence up. I did a video on my channel about how to work a popper, if you guys are curious. Different ways to work them, different techniques. That guy, saw a swirl out there. I was working it kind of fast, and I just let it sit there, and he just came up and just smashed it. We don't want a catfish, we want a bass. Now, like I said, this bait walks nice and tight, works well. I personally like a popper that spits just a little bit more. I think probably with some monofilament on there and not having the braid get wrapped up around the trebles, it'd spit even better. Probably take that split ring off of the front as well. So just some ideas for you guys that have the Big Anthony. Just saw a couple of swirls down the bank here. See if we can call them out. There we go. Look at that. And we got a target species. Look at that. Look at this little guy. Be careful working with these guys and poppers. Those triple hooks will sneak up on you real quick. He's no monster, but he is a target. Going back, buddy. Thank you. See, we got a lot of that cut down, mowed, dead branches and leaves and grass all down here. Try and work that edge there without getting hung up, hopefully. Holy crap. That guy shot out of there for it and missed it. You kidding me? Come on now. Good, good, good. That was the one we needed. Completely missed it. Oh, I missed him. That's where braid helps you out. Pull out that thick stuff. Dang, I wish we would have caught that one. That would have been nice. Whew. Well, started to rain on me. I don't know if you can see that on my shirt or not, but started to rain. First impressions of Big Anthony. Let's talk about him. I'm going to say, if you're going to throw Big Anthony, a little lighter line. 50 pound might have been a little too heavy for this little guy. Preferably monofilament. I would take the split ring off as well. Take the split ring off and probably upgrade your hooks. The popper, the body, the action on this thing is great. Simple little terminal replacements though. I would replace the hooks. I've got 2 barbs that are bent out. That catfish did a number on it. And whatever that big one was, I don't even know. Look at me, I'm sweating. It's hot, it's humid, raining out. I don't make it pretty. I give you real fishing. That's what I do over on my channel, on Oklahoma's Worst Anglers channel. That's it from me, guys. That is it from me from Monster Bass. Do me a favor, okay? We're gonna touch our fingers so everyone knows what we need to do. Like the video. Smash that subscribe button. It's right down there. Is it over there? I always get that mixed up. I don't know. One of the subscribe buttons, probably over here. I don't think it's over there. I think it's over there. But thumbs up, subscribe, go check out my channel. If you're not subscribed to Monster Bass yet, definitely do so. Give it a shot. See what we're all about. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time we're on the water.